Hello again, and welcome back to the wonderment that is the Japan Game Junk podcast. Today we're continuing on the Fukushima Prefecture store visits, and this is a first. This is a visit to a U Pura store. So, U Pura, which not quite sure what it means. Maybe it's like your price or something. Anyway, this is a chain that bought out the Mandai stores, the Konteidan style, sell everything, clothes and games, electronics, everything, just selling everything at a store. And this is one of the better ones previously, before it was bought out, and luckily they did keep the same kind of layout, so it's still worth visiting now. But this is the store in Koriyama city of Fukushima, the U Pura store, and it's the store that I had visited for almost 20 years as a Mandai store. But anyway, let's see how it looks now with this new fresh coat of paint and gaudy kind of teal lime green color scheme in the store. Anyway, so first they had something that is just going through now. This is the second floor, by the way, or the first floor. The underground first floor has all the retro stuff, but going through the standard floor now, I was so surprised to see how much used PlayStation 5 stuff can be. For example, the PlayStation Portable, I'm sorry, not that. The PlayStation Portal, that thing that connects to your PS5 and it's like your portable screen. That thing was 30,000 yen used for just just get a portable monitor, or if you really gotta transmit. I don't get it. I really don't. It seems weird. And even on, Xbox Series, you can do the same thing with your smartphone, right? Just make that your monitor. Sony, what are you doing? It's making expensive stuff like the PlayStation VR 2 used without the instruction manual. Still, it is 68,184 yen, probably meant to be over 70,000 yen plus tax. Wow. And original PSVRs are so cheap now, so it makes me wonder how this will go in the future. Next up, just a game that is a good one for some people. Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U for 27.90 yen. And I did have this game. I bought it basically as my launch game for the Switch. I bought a Switch and that game pre-ordered, and I tried playing it. I just couldn't get into Breath of the Wild, and just when you're used to something like Skyrim, those very, very open world games, and it just feels so clunky and bogged down. Yeah, I know that it is a great game. I can feel the love and care put into it, but anyway, so I sold it when I could still sell it for more than the cost of me buying it, and haven't had it since. But if I get it again, I'll probably get it for the Wii U, because that's kind of interesting, right? Get the Wii U version. Play it on the little gamepad thing there. Might be fun. Next, they did have a bunch of Xbox One games for exactly 890 yen. So yeah, they're a bit cheaper than most stores, because I guess they don't really value the Xbox so much. Which it's Japan, I understand. But yeah, Dishonored HD 890 yen. Then for the 360, Bully, 890 yen. And various other games, which are, probably cheaper than other places at 890 yen. Then I went downstairs to the retro game floor, and there was tons of interesting stuff to be seen here. First of all, there was... I'm getting ahead of myself. Still on the top floor, though, I just thought this was retro because it's the Final Fantasy III. But this is the soundtrack section. For 7,000 yen, you can get a CD of Final Fantasy III music. So yeah, that was the game soundtracks were with the modern games. That's why I was confused. Next up, Winning Post 10. Recently I did play 1 and 2 on my YouTube channel. But here, Winning Post 10 2024, the premium box, 13,000 yen. I hope it comes with an actual horse. Then I was kind of happy to see the cheapest Xbox Series X I have seen, since actually purchasing mine new at this price. as the price did go up after that. 49,000 yen for the Xbox Series X used, in very good condition. So if you're in Koriyama, go get that while you can, because it's the best system you can get right now. Then now I did in fact go downstairs to the retro stuff, and they keep everything in glass cases separated by system. And also, some things which aren't so expensive but still in the case are pretty nice. For example, the 16-bit clone system to play Mega Drive games is on the bottom shelf for 3,000 yen, and above that are all of the the Mega Drive games that are being sold. So 3,000 yen gets you the New Zealand story, or it gets you Thunder Force 3 or others. Also of interest I found for the Famicom, again right beside both regular and clone Famicom systems to buy, was Banana, the Banana game. 4,490 yen for Banana. And yeah, it's a very fun, interesting game. Got mine for 100 yen way back when, but if you really want it, they have a nice boxed copy of Banana for you. Also, for the PC Engine, they had Robo Lapis, Rabbit Lapis. Oh, the rabbit shooting game, which is kind of rare for 4,500 yen, card only, but still, that's kind of cheap for that. They also have a bunch of Famitsu, weekly Famitsu magazines for sale, anywhere from 100 to 2,000 yen. But as an example, the one that was released in August 6th of 1999, which features Ogre Battle 64 on the cover, and Legend of Mana on the cover, 1,000 yen. So there you go. They did have a newly released game soundtrack for only 3,500 yen. This is basically Famicom, I guess, anniversary celebration of game music thing that was there. That was looked pretty nice. I wish it was cheaper. Then, for the Mega CD, Funky Horror Band. This is a weird rhythm game, or adventure game. I'm not quite sure. I haven't played mine in a long time. For 590 yen, which might seem cheap, but this game can usually be found for 300 yen or less in many other stores. I got mine for 100 yen. Mostly I would expect to pay about 300 yen. It's been one of the most found used Mega CD games that you can indeed find. I was very surprised to see this cheap thing here. Complete with box and manual Neo Geo CD system, 17,500 yen. That's actually incredibly cheap. Less than 20,000 yen for a boxed one. Of course, I did get mine for 200 yen, not boxed, for the unit only. But again, that was just my luck way back when. Would not expect to get that. And the one thing I was tempted to buy on the spot, because I've been wanting to get one for a long time, and that is, for 18,500 yen, a Sanyo Tri 3DO console. So, I have seen it a bit cheaper elsewhere, but it then went out of sale after that. In fact, that's going to probably come up in a next episode, or an upcoming episode, going back to that store. But the Sanyo 3DO is the one that's the most appealing to me aesthetically. It's very interesting looking. And, of course, it was not available in the US, so it's a bit... it was always a bit of a thing for me to wish that I had, because, it's different than the Gold Star and Panasonic versions that were in the US, for example. But yeah, this one at 18,500 yen. If I were to pay that much, I would just go to the Ashikaga Book Off store, where you can get one with box and manual for 23,000 yen. So I did not get this, although I was happy to see that it's available cheaply for others. Less cheap than that, actually, was the Sega Mark III, complete without box, for 22,500 yen, although it does look like it's in good condition with the nice controllers too there. And behind it they have the games, including Captain Silver for 4,900 yen, complete and boxed. Pretty good price for that. And also other games as well, which were not so great priced. They also had what I think is kind of a bit cheap, which is a complete working light blue Game Gear for 13,500 yen, which is the same model Game Gear of the micro version, which I have when I got the little Game Gear micro thing, That was the one that had the best games on it. And the last item that I saw here at this store was another soundtrack, this time the original soundtrack to Kirby 64. Hoshino Kirby 64. 6,900 yen. 6,900 yen. So it's 100 times nice. That'll be it for this visit to the U Pura store in Fukushima, Koriyama. There's another one in Fukushima, city of Fukushima. This is the Koriyama store. But thanks so much for listening, and a lot of history with this store. Makes me very happy to have seen it again, and happy to see that it's been mostly fine after it's remodeled too. So anyway, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, fantastic day, and catch you in the next one.